Welcome to the stream, everyone. I've got to turn the mic on. Fuck's sake. Hopefully you're hearing me well today. I've had some mic issues in previous streams. And that's one of the reasons I streamed this morning. I just thought I'd test out this mic, see if it's consistent before tomorrow's Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 stream. So this is a bit of a test, really. Just making sure that all systems are go. But anyway, I just picked up a follower in Iverstead, my follower here. Again, it's a new game start. I'm testing out this mod pack that I put together for Skyrim. My favourite mods, it's a simplistic pack, nothing fancy. I want to keep it as the game originally was developed, you know, without mucking around with the combat systems or anything like that, you know, verbatim, just pure Skyrim, but just aesthetically pleasing. Because that's really what I really liked about Skyrim. I didn't need fancy combat systems, I didn't need to change all that, not for my own personal tastes. I just wanted it more filled out, and I wanted it looking great. And my mod list is actually my mod list you can find on my Discord. Let me just, that's a good point, let me just bring that up a minute while I'm thinking about that. Let's just go to, let's go with it. Let's just bring up the link to the mod list. I think it's really coming. There we go. Alright, so I need to bring up the window. Let's go to my Discord now. Not my Discord, it's my YouTube channel. Because there I've already got the link. Let's just bring that up. So if you want to check out my mod list, it's quite a large mod list. Even though, you know, I've gone mainly on aesthetics, there are other mods as well. I know, like JKs and other stuff as well. But you'll see, hold on that. Just want to pick up that list. Where is it? What am I thinking about? It'll be under the video section there. Just thinking about where I've got to go. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to post that in the chat. Close. I don't need that open. Don't do that. I'm just going to. Let's make sure I don't fuck up. I'm just going to post this. Let's do it under the YouTube section, I think. No, I don't. Might be straight. So the mod list for this pack that I'll put out when I've checked it all out and that's okay, you can find on my Discord. It's a big mod list, too much, you know, so yeah, go on over to my Discord, guys and girls, and you'll see what I'm running if you like what you see, alright? I am just going to go to here and I am going to edit that. And in the description, I'm going to post it in the description as well. Oh shit, I forgot. There you go, there's the mod list. Let's sense why I do that. Let's save that. There we go. Alright, so there's the mod list as well. Okay, so you can find the mod list on my Discord. It's quite a big mod list, but it's primarily all about textures, meshes, some TPSC, which is my mod, the People of Skyrim Complete. And I'll open up the map so you get an idea of what that means. If you open up the map, you'll see all these new locations, and they're all, and every village, every town, every city's been modded. They were modded very lightly. Again, the best way to describe this is the way someone talked about my work when they said, you know, Skyrim was very empty, but what TPLC did was filled it out and made it feel more like The Witcher, like how The Witcher is, which I thought was a great compliment. I really like that compliment, you know, because there was material spread out work with Skyrim. And back in the day, I had to spread it out as well because obviously we were running on much smaller systems. Times have changed since then, of course. 14 years have gone by. But TPSC was developed with a particular thought process in mind. And so that's why it's made, it's the way it is. It's all vanilla based, there's no new models or anything like that. There's nothing fancy. It all fits, it's all been designed to fit in with the game like it was always meant to be there, or it was always there, do you know what I mean? It was that sort of thing. But I always liked a very aesthetically pleasing game. I love good looking games. More than combat, more than anything else. I love games that look and feel good. So I always focused on, there's new followers within my mod work. There's loads of new locations and border holds and bandit spawns and dawn guard patrol systems and more civil war spawns and all that. So there's lots of that stuff, but it's all unique and separate in the fact that it doesn't affect the vanilla gameplay at all. And when there's updates, TPSC works very well because it doesn't get affected by better said updates, which was, again, something I considered very early on. No reason I didn't want to fuck around with putting new... I did have ideas for some mods, and I never got round to doing them because I just didn't want the hassle that some other mod authors had. It's bad enough checking your work when Bethesda updates their game, just checking that everything works, that was always a bind anyway. But if you made new combat systems or UI menus or whatever it is, it was so much work to update the scripts or the code or whatever. And I had some nice ideas for some other mods, but I never made them just simply because I didn't want that fucking hassle. It was enough hassle just doing this, So yeah, but anyway, this is a new mod pack that I'm making, and what I'm doing with this mod pack, guys and girls, I'm just going to make it aesthetically pleasing for the TPS series, with a few patches, with a few good mods that I think are worthy having in the game. The mod configuration, we have Worm's Tooth, Face, Violence, Strange Runes, UI, a couple others as well. Dining Rod 2, got great lods. I'll just TFC, and I'll show you what I mean about the lods. They are high-based lods as well. I've got the highest quality lods with Dining Rod that you can have. So, I mean, this isn't the best area because there's some, it's raining as well, but there isn't so much around here. Actually, this isn't a good example just because of the weather and where we are. But I'll show you later on the quality of lods that I've got in there as well. So anyway, so that's what this mod pack's about, the TPSC mod pack is about. It's about aesthetic pleasure, functionality, and again, functionality is really important. That's something that this mod was known for. Because I built across Skyrim, and it was a hell of a job, because over 12 years, it was rebuilt and renamed many different times, changed, adapted, with the changing times, with the changing technology, with the changing mindsets of people. I was quite fluid in that regard. But I stuck to the core principles of what TPSC was about. Pretty much, 95%. So what was I saying? I can't remember where I was going with that now, but I was going somewhere with it and my mind's just drifted off on me. There's too much information to sort. Oh, that's it, the nav mesh. The development of this mod took fucking years. And the whole of Skyrim is re-nav mesh. And it's probably the bit of work that I'm pleased about the most, because the game's nav mesh was very untidy. It was very faulty. It caused a lot of performance issues. It's just one of the things that caused performance issues for people in Skyrim. I learned that long ago, and as I built into this game with all my new vanilla components, I had to address the nav mesh issue. But I would say it's something I really enjoyed doing, because it was something meditative about correcting the nav mesh, cell after cell. Like, for example, what I'm saying is, some of the problems I came across is where I built in between all these different cells, right, and blocks, because all the cells are gathered into blocks within the build up of the mod itself. And like, for example, the blocks of Windhelm, within the block structure of Windhelm, the build of Windhelm area, within that block group, I think there's some of the Whiterun or other areas, parts of the map that are in that block as well. It's complicated. But anyway, the upshot of it was, as I remember it, was very complicated. And so I was altering my build in Whiterun, and some of the shared blocks are right next door to other builds across the map. Anyway, the point was, I was building in between all these different places. The gaps in between, the poor nav mesh in between, and the constant building all across the map caused issues. And I learned about halfway through, after about 4 years, that what I was going to have to do when I moved from when I started putting these mods together, because I started off with individual mods, I realised I had to restitch the whole of Skyrim, and that was the real work of this mod, because it did make a huge difference. And then it got to the stage where, like, I've got 500, even with the original mod pack that I put out, there was probably 500 hours of testing online alone, let alone, well, no, maybe 400, but and another 2 out of stream as well, because I did all this testing in stream with Jack and other people, and I tested it online with the mod pack, and even before the mod pack, I did all the testing of just the TPS mod itself. So it was a huge journey, but you know, I didn't get paid for it, didn't make any money, got some donations and support from people and help from people to test the mod. But it was a labour of love, really, and it's something that caused me a huge amount of pain, you know, in suffering, in terms of having to learn growth, psychology, dealing with the public. You know, even my English skills, reading, writing, I wasn't, you know, my English has never been the best. I can talk well, I'm not very good at reading and writing. And I had to communicate with people in the chat and everything, and, you know, email messages, stuff like that. It was very challenging. So at many different levels, this was quite a big challenge for me and a big stepping stone in my life. But it was good. It was good fun, and it's something that is very close to me, of course, as well. I guess that's all by the by. But the whole point of this mod pack is it's all about aesthetic pleasure, and we've got some good mods in it as well. And if you want to see, and I'll add some other stuff as well. I'm just base testing here. You know, TPSCC was absolutely fine. I tested that on its own. Now I'm testing with other mods and all the textures and everything too. All the nav mesh looks good. I'm not using LUTs anymore, by the way, guys and girls. I've really simplified this load order. Okay. I am using my Setting Suns E&B preset, so we're still using that. And so far the interiors, let's just check the now. The inns aren't as spectacular without LUTs, that's the only downside. The inns haven't got all that lovely reflection and subtlety about them, but I'm going to work on that with the E&B itself. I'm going to, over a bit of time, I'll probably look and see if I can do something more with the inns in terms of creativity with the light sources and stuff like that.
Welcome to the Villamere Inn.
But it's still not bad, you know?
Just let me know.
It's, like I say, again, with my E&B preset, as you've all seen before in the past, we can affect the inn's brightness quite easily by the basic values of, where's it to now? It's been so long since I've done all this. Here we go. Right, interiors, bright, normal, dark, darker. Okay, let's go brighter, that's brighter. 0.5 is the brightest it's going to get, and then you go darker. Alright? But I'm going to stick at 1, because it's the overall best balance for all the different types of interiors that I've got and that I've seen so far. So, and I quite like a dark interior as well, you know, I mean, this really needs some more light source here, this fire. But again, that's something I can do either with a small adaptation patch, or with LUTs, or actually with the E&B itself. This is a big fireplace, so really we need more light here, and more reflection. But generally, let's just
hear me play my lute?
Just see with, that's a bit better maybe for this interior. But I can deal with this one interior with a small little patch. I'll think about it. There are things I'm prepared to do just to finish off and improve this mod pack. You know, there isn't too much work that I'm happy to do, but I'm not going to get into massive building again. I just want to build a nice mod pack so people can experience TPSC as I experience it in the best way, because it is a complicated mod to use and a lot of people do struggle with it. Only because they try to run mods with it that aren't compatible. More often than not, that's the issue, you know. But anyway, there you go. I think I will go back to my preset because, like I said, for me that's too bright. All I need is a bit of work around the fireplace here, so there's a bit more light around the fireplace and some reflective stuff too, you know. But anyway, there you go. That's a small thing. It's, you know, it's small little technical improvements we can make rather than technical issues of a corrupt or broken game, shit like that, you know. So we are going to head towards. I am checking out the, and I'm actually running. And this is interesting. Now this is interesting. You know, we don't see this there. Where's she gone? Again, I felt a pull when I come out of the inn, and I've been testing offline and I don't get it at all. That's the nature of streaming this game with such a, you know, and the resources I've got. It's not big enough. A 3060 really is on the end of what I can run. You know, what you need is a 4080, so 40 whatever it is and above really. This is a big load order, and what I'm saying is with my 3060 I am pushing streaming as well. Let me add streaming as well. I'm at the high end now, at the top end of my system coping with this game. When I'm not streaming, it's okay, the 3060 can cope with it. But the fact that I'm streaming as well, and all, you know, everything else, the cam is on, the webcam's on, the mic and everything else, you know, it does push my system here now. And that was telling, that's why you saw her in the water. Because when the cell loaded, the system struggled. And so you saw by the anomalies here. Do you see the rendering here? That is the system struggling. I don't see this outside of my stream, so that is the system struggling. That's why, you know, that's why I put in the comments of my video, you need a 3060 probably for this setup, because it's such a, to run it on high settings, because it's a big setup. You can see now that the system is struggling with the rendering. You see the flickering there. That is the system struggling with this area. We are running big textures here and a big setup. Mapping's 3D trees, Skyrim X, you know, the texture mods, lovely. I'll go to white one actually because there's some lovely textures that this guy makes. He does, but there you go. You see what's going on here. This game is, you know, this PC is really struggling with the setup while I'm in stream. Now I've done a second video and I haven't seen any of this, you know, when I'm outside the stream, any of these sort of effects. So bear in mind, guys and girls, if you see these effects going on, it's because my system is struggling to run all of this, you know, with my 3060 and my chip. It's not a nice powerful chip. This is why I need, you know, I need to upgrade now, for many different reasons, for modern games as well. But anyway, like you see, so TPSC modifies the whole stone, and it does it very subtly, you know, it isn't big statements or anything like that in any particular area. There's some, you know, some nice touches. I really like my Dwemer inclusions in this mod because, again, I have a great love for the Dwemer story and the lore of the Dwemer within Skyrim itself. And the reason I built so massively with the Dwemer, where we see so many Dwemer structures in my mod, is because what would have been, or at some stage, hopefully one day, will be the DLC questing version that will bring back the Dwemer from their disappearance at Red Mountain. One day I really do hope to finish the intentionality that I had for this game, and for my modern life, and for the love that I have for Skyrim. But again, the reasons I stepped away were many-fold back in the day, 3 or 4 years ago. I had to step away, there was no choice in it really. There's one of the border hosts here. It's quite interesting actually. Like I say, it's the first time I've streamed this full mod pack, and yeah, my system's struggling big time. I can feel it. I can feel the tension on the system. This is one of the border hosts. This particular border host is Dwemer in style, and it's this one here. But there is a border host. We'll go on up to we'll go up to the Folk Reef border, because all these border hosts are what I've added, and they're different border hosts. Some of them are Nordic ruins, some of them are just, you know, ruined stone based, some of them are Dwemer based, these border hosts. And there's about 15 of them in the TPSC mod pack. You've also got bandit camps. Ambrose Cave is a vampire home, so that's a vampire home. You've got many different types of home. Dragon's Breath is another home, which you can access at your pleasure. You don't, if you don't want all those homes available to you earlier on in the game, you don't have to access them, just ignore them. Shadow's End is a trigger for the DLC quest that would come out. But again, Shadow's End, or Shadow's Sword End, leads to Winterhold, and an area in Winterhold. in the gully. It's got something to do with my mod and stuff, but I don't want to give too much away there. But it's a little riddle that you can work on to find another place. You know, got bandit camps as well, ancient ruins all over Skyrim, Leo gas. Now, Leo gas, I'll tell you, it's that's like a little trap. That's just a trap, really. There's many little traps across Skyrim. Some are instant kills, some are not. But this is what TPS does. You also have enemies that are more than less than you at every level. It's not linear gameplay anymore with TPSC. Hence, one of the reasons I did put some cheats in harder followers that you can access early on. But again, only use them if you're happy to use them, guys and girls. It's about learning about this mod. If you learn about this mod, there are followers that you can take from the very beginning that will level up with you, like the guy that I've got with me now, or there are followers that are a little bit more high-powered that you can pick up early on. If you're struggling, I mean, it's the deal, because one of the lessons you'll learn with TPSC is sometimes you've got to run away early on. Sometimes you can't beat the enemy that's in front of you. And I did that because, one, I'm a bit of a sadist and I like to punish my users. But one, I like to face a challenge in my own gameplay when I'm playing properly in my own time. That's what I like. And I used to get some great comments, and it's a bit like Marmite. You either love it or hate it. I've had people come at me when they played TPSC in the early days, and they would say to me, "You're such a wanker, I played for 20 minutes, and then I met this level 50 bear, and then my gameplay went." And I said, "Well, it said in the description, you know, that you've got non-linear enemies, and, you know, save up, you know." And so, and some people just loved it, but I got many different responses. But and the reason, actually, one of the reasons they've got like shadow sword end, that's just a thank you to sword. Actually, that's just playing on shadow and sword, two people that helped with the testing. So there's a reason that name is named the way it is. Some of the testers, you know, there's also a book in the game that thanks everyone that's ever helped me. Well, almost everyone. I don't think I've got everyone in there, but most of the names that helped me on my journey, stuff like that. You know, I've got to update it actually, but that can be found in several locations. But it can be found in the drummer rooms. There's loads of drummer rooms, let's say. I'm going to Dover Horse, you know, and places like that, my homes. But anyway, guys and girls, let's get on with the gameplay. But yeah, but TPSC is a massive mod. 8-leg hills, runaway stream, Fisher's Landing. You know, all the main towns and cities have been altered by varying degrees. You know, so you've got bandit camps everywhere, borders everywhere, loads of triggers, new dragon spawns, you know, to really give you a hard time when you run the main quest. There's all sorts. Fort Peak, dungeon systems, it goes on and on and on. And that's TPSC, and it's a real challenge. But like I say, if you see some anomalies, don't worry, that's my system struggling. You know, I've really packed this mod list out because, you know, when I'm outside of stream, my 3060 can cope with all this. It's just struggling when I'm in stream, so that's just the reality. So like I said, if you see anomalies, hi Raz, welcome man. It is because my system's struggling to run all this. And we might even crash. It's quite possible we can even crash when I'm in stream, because it happens because, like I say, actually what I should have really done is lowered my log settings so they were like medium or something like that, because that would have made a big difference. Just so you know, I am running ultra settings. Yeah, so I'm using binding mod, highest settings. I mean, if any of you know what's what, you know, that puts a lot of pressure on the system. Let's just deal with these. Alright, and I must set up, what I let you know is, yes, I'm cheating, guys and girls. I've got a dragon bone sword at the very beginning of my game, and lots of other stuff too. Because, like I say, I want to have some fun while I'm testing. I don't want to be, as I said, TPSC really gives you a challenging game. So, you know, I am cheating because I am testing this mod pack. I'm not playing for real. I'm testing my work, I'm testing this mod pack. I don't want to be fighting for 20 minutes, blah, 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 blah. You know, and I'm showing you what is in this game, what this is about. We've got Matthew's work. Matthew is the best author for plants and for trees. No argument.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Do you hear me now, guys and girls? No, you don't, because it come out that speaker. Just wait for it to catch up. Testing. Ah. 1, 2, 3. Do you hear me now, guys and girls? I can't. It's just cut back in. All right. So what I can do is, what I did was, guys and girls, is I pulled out the USB. Hi, Jack. Oh God, man, this system's pissing me off, man. Maybe, like I say, some of the things we're seeing in game isn't got to do actually maybe with the lack of resources. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I probably was Jack for a moment there. I'm pissed off, man. I'm sorry, everyone. It's getting distressing me now. Okay, right. So anyway, so maybe, like I say, if you see problems with the stream, guys and girls, I don't get it outside of streaming. I just think there's too much pressure on this system at the moment. You know, because what I'm saying is the mod pack's stable. You know, I don't have any issue. TPOSC is stable, but it isn't good when you're seeing the rendering issues that we had, and then I've got the mic issues as well. Like I said, it's an old PC now. It's a troubled PC. It's as fucked as I am. All right, okay, we'll do, Jack. All right, it's nice to see you in, Jack, by the way. All right, now I've got to try to get my screen to work. What's going on? What's going on? That's that. Now I can't get my mouse to work. I'm serious, I can't. Mouse. Oh man, give me a break. Oh, the game. Oh, come on, man, this is pissing me off. I think Skyrim's frozen, everyone. Oh, come on. All right, hold on. Probably what I unplugged the USB, you see, and obviously this software was using the USB, and I replugged it in, and now it's screwed everything. Okay, I can't sign out. Task manager. There we go. Let's just shut down Skyrim. Right. Okay, now I've got control. All right, let's reopen Skyrim, guys and girls. Sorry, it's just a shit show at the moment. I'm gonna have to apologise. There's nothing I can do about this. My system's just been playing up more and more. You know, it's not a virus or anything. It's nothing like that. I know it's not, because I reloaded from a good backup and all the rest of it. I've done all sorts of testing and stuff, and I know, you know, it's been a problem for a while. So it's all old equipment, man. It's, you know, I don't forget, you know, I stream every day. This computer's on, you know, besides the 7 hours I sleep, it's on every day for 15 hours or 17 hours, whatever it is, you know, every day. And it's been like that for years and years. So it's not a surprise. I can't complain, really. It's done well, you know. What's that? Sorry, Jack. I'll see that. Hold on a minute. Let's just. Oh, I've got to bring the other thing back up. Hold on. I've got to bring the chat box up. Will the new MB not fit in your current motherboard? Yes, the current case it will, but that's not the issue, is it? It's oh well, if I could stick it in, I could use the card. I could. I suppose it might. Yeah, it would fit. I suppose. Yeah. I could stick it in. I've got the chip. I've got the memory. What else do I need? I could use the hard drives from that one, I guess, into that one. Yeah, I probably could, couldn't I? Thinking about it. Yeah, cool. Yeah. I need a cooler. That's what I've got to get. Sufficient. That's it. For that GPU, because it's quite a hot running GPU. Actually, it runs at a higher temperature than those. So you need a good I remember, because I was debating whether I get a pump or a fan thing. Yeah. I know what's going on, Jack. This is no. Is those lightning strikes really did screw up because all my USBs at the end, at the back end of the machine, of the motherboard, sorry, most of them don't work because there was 2 of them. So I've had problems for a while. But if I cut out again, guys and girls, let me know. Oh shit! I just realised something there as well. And what I can do is I'll just pull the mic out of its socket. I'm gonna. Because again, this mic is plugged into a USB, and all my USBs seem to be temperamental. It's on the front one at the moment, and even that doesn't seem to work. I'll try a different USB again and see if that works. But anyway, yeah, let me know if I go quiet. Sorry, everyone. There's nothing I can do. Let's go back in game because it just depresses the crap out of me, man. You know, there's nothing. You know, I mean, there's nothing. Like I said, nothing I can do about it. I can try to get this new system up. You know, on the 25th, I'll have some money from the donations that were given the last month or so. The little bit that's left to come through, that can get me a cooler. So. Look online, because technically with the 3060 at 1080, your CPU might not get that hot. You can undervote. Okay, I'll have to check that out. All right. Okay. All right. I'll have to look. All right. Okay, I'll check that out, Jack. It's a bit aggravating. There's, you know, I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, I'll work it out. We'll go get it sorted, guys and girls. All right. So again, we're back here in Iverstead. Let's get out of here. It'd be interesting. There it is. It's rendering issues again. So. Yeah. Motherboard. Yeah, okay. Yeah. It does. I mean, the motherboard, the new motherboard I got is the AM5 with the AM5 chip, DDR5 RAM jack with compatibility with the new CPU. Sorry, the GPUs as well. You know, so it's all compatible, you know. I've checked that out. I went through Amazon and stuff. I did plenty of checks and made sure I got the right components. My memory, even though my memory is slower that I've got, you know, my hard drives aren't as fast as they can be. They're still backwards compatible if I was to use the ones I've got now in the new motherboard that I've got. So that wouldn't be an issue because they're backwards compatible. My graphics card's compatible with that motherboard as well, because I checked that in case I couldn't afford GPU. If and when I put it all together, could I use the 3060 with it? Is what I'm saying, and I can. I know that as well. So yeah, don't worry, mate. That's all compatible. I know it is. It's just a practicality of having all the bits, you know. Oh, those oiled, I was looking at those, man. Some of the oiled monitors, 400 odd quid, 500 for the cheapest. You know, when I was looking at the 1440 or whatever, these came up, these oiled monitors, and I was salivating when I saw those. But I won't be able to afford one of those. But yeah, they look, they're pucker. They look absolutely lovely. When I saw those, man, I just thought, oh, please, you know. But, you know, I mean, it's so expensive, you know. Oh, I've been thinking about... Yeah, so yeah. But now, you know, obviously when I get this new system in, I'll be looking, you know, I'm looking at 1440p transmission, you know, quality, so yeah. But anyway, so in terms of this, we were heading towards, oh god, what's going on? That's really thrown me now. That upsets me a bit, guys and girls. That gets under my skin a bit. It's always a fucking struggle. But anyway, there you go. Let's get through this border hold. We're heading up towards the rift. What am I thinking about? It's gone from my head. Where am I going? Not Falkreath border hold. Sorry. I want to go down to Falkreath. We're going to check out Falkreath now. We've done Iverstead. We'll go down towards Falkreath. And like I said, this is the reason I wanted to do this stream this morning, guys and girls, because tomorrow is KDC2. And I thought I could do this little practice stream ready for tomorrow to hopefully sort out these technical issues that I've got. But yeah, I might, like I say, I might look at Jack's advice. I don't know, you know, and just think about things when I get out of the stream. But for now, like I say, let's. Here's the Thalmor moving into. This is the one thing I do find funny about Skyrim, the game. The way they spawn the Thalmor in enemy territory. There's my follower there. Why has he got his sword out? Oh, there's a wolf. That's why.
My money's on the big.
Oh, let's bring up my, because that's what I was doing just before we had issues. Like I say, hopefully you guys and girls will carry on here. Ah, lovely. All right, okay. All right. Let's get on up to the border hold. There's another border hold. And like I say, if I go quiet or if I go dead, please let me know, guys and girls, if you are still tuned in. Because, you know, I'm not going to do this for much longer if we keep having tech issues. I didn't plan to do a big stream today anyway. Maybe an hour or so. Like I said, I just want to see what's going on with this mic. And try to work out the problems that we're getting. It could be the mic, I guess. The mic is so old. The trouble is I don't really have a replacement for it. So maybe I need to order a new. It could be the mic. I don't know. I just don't know. You know. I just know this system. This whole system is old. All of it's old. You know. So and my money is. I expect it's multiple things that are going on. Here's the little border. See, this is just a little border hold here into the Folkreath area. We'll go on down to Folkreath. Very simple, but this is why I love Matthew's work, all right? Because the quality of his plants are fantastic, and it's aesthetic pleasure that I love. And Skyrim X is the texture mod here. Just look at the muddy, parallaxed textures here. They're wonderful. And I would imagine on a 4080 or a 5090, especially a 5090, this would all be so sharp now, It'd be so sharp, so... but even on a 3060, it's pleasurable. It's really, really pleasing on my eye, I really like it. And this is what I loved about Skyrim, was the aesthetics of the game. The modding and the aesthetics, because the quests I haven't played for years, not really. The main quest and the Dark Brotherhood quest I've played, because that's part of TPRC, so testing TPRC I play the main quests, because the spawns are released as you play the main quests. And I've got to put some socks on, my feet are getting cold, so I'm going to stick some socks on, so bear with me guys and girls. Yeah, that's why I've only got one in that. And then can you relax, say, I thought I'll just use it, let me know. I just put on a wet pair of socks. Like you need to know that, I guess, but there you go. I ain't got no water, so let's get some water, guys and girls, and shut that door. It's getting cooler now. Summer's over. Yeah, but just smiling there, just thinking about those oiled screens. It's just, yeah, we can dream, I guess. Yeah. Where am I going? Down to Folkreath. It'd be nice one day, maybe. I do like technology. Well, a lot of technology, because it is good fun and, it is pleasurable. I take a lot of pleasure from... my PCs and stuff over the years and the gameplay, because it's so different from consoles, and it is a joy to play. Like I say, it's just it's just so beautiful. It's the thing I loved about Skyrim the most. The thing I loved about Skyrim the most was, like I say, the modding, not just making mods, but modding using other people's mods. There's some real talented people out there, and like I say, I will big up Matthew and the guy that did Skyrim X, and there's many other mod authors I'll sort of mention along the way as well. There we go, because I've been to Helgen yet. So there's Dlive, the World Eater, but we might as well start the main quest as well. But I just love this shit, you know, and like I say, the best texture mods in terms of trees and plants is Matthew's, hands down for me. No one comes close to his work, no one, and it's still, you know, for me the best mod you can use for plants, trees, and all the rest of it. And again, you know, you got to remember, this is revolutionary when this came out. You know, in terms of games, no other game developed plants, had plants like this. I don't care, not even Witcher's a good game. Many other games, I've never seen plants like this in any other game. They really are high quality. And that's what made Skyrim so special as well, you know, because these are average mods creating all these meshes and textures, you know. Just look at it there. It's getting close. That's only like a 2K texture, I think, in mesh. This is Rudy's, or is it Ruddy's? Ruddy's, I think it's Ruddy's hay. Love Ruddy's hay. Fantastic. And again, I'm only on a 3060, guys and girls. Again, with modern graphics, the high-end graphics cards, you know, you're going to be in a wet dream. You're going to be loving yourself, you know. You know what I mean? I love aesthetic pleasure, you know. As I say, I love aesthetic pleasure, and it just, you know, it just triggers me, you know. It triggers my energy field in a real good way. I love it. I just love all this. And let's TFC now, because we got ultra Dyndu LODs. So the highest end, that's another reason this system will struggle. But look at that there. If you think how crappy Skyrim can look, look at Matthew's trees, how they fit in the landscape. Now, I am going to go on about this because, again, I haven't played this game for a while, and my heart's re-engaging with the love that I have for this game, because for a long time I turned away from it. It caused me a lot of discomfort. Just reality of it, guys and girls, you know, this was a huge journey for me, and it can't be underestimated how much it affected me. It's beautiful, Raz. Look at it. Look at the water. There's no, you know, with realistic water too as well. There's no strange little square. Nothing's out of, you know. The LODs have been created perfectly. Even the guy that develops Dyndu LOD has improved that mod, Dyndu LOD, because when I used his Dyndu LOD before, there was inconsistencies. Hey, professional, all right? It's lovely, man. I just love it. And Matthew's 3D trees fit in the landscape like it's, you know. But this is ultra settings, by the way, everyone, all right? And you might see some inconsistencies when we get up really high, just simply because the landscape will break the more you draw back. But if I draw back, let's see how far we draw back before it starts. But this is Dyndu LOD 3 ultra settings, and this is on a 3060. So again, you know, you're running a 4090 or whatever it is, a 5090. I would imagine it'd be even better. Now we're getting some flickering as we draw back a bit more. There's Whiterun. But nevertheless, there we go. There we go. But you know, I mean, it's quite phenomenal considering it's a 14-year-old game, you know. And the only other games that I've sort of played where I really like the LODs and that, RDR2 looks great, and a couple others as well. Anyway, let's head on down towards Folkreatham. And like I say, we'll start picking up on some more TPOSC content as we go. I better save just in case. But again, you see, I love all that shit. To me, the joy of modding is it's all about making the game better, right? And putting new things in and doing whatever you want to do. And we all have our preferred taste, and so there's no right way. No, you know, it's like I find it funny when you find people arguing online about mods and mod authors. To me, I think it's quite petty. It's just because they're developing a cult mentality around that author. I've never liked that. As Jack would tell you and other people, I can't stand people that kiss ass and start getting all, bullshitty about mod authors, because each mod author brings their own thing. And if you like one mod author, fine, that's your preferred taste. But all the wars that go on in the modern community, and which the mod authors, a lot of mod authors push because it makes them feel big ego, the pathetic little twats that they are, you know. So I'm being really honest now, guys and girls. I know I do, Jack. You know, I mean, you know. So I'm being real blunt now, guys and girls. But it's all very childish, if you ask me. Because, like I say, if you look at JK, yeah, his work's brilliant. You know, and it's just a different way of looking at Skyrim and playing Skyrim. Nothing, you know, his mods are good mods, and many other authors. There's some arsehole authors, there's some good authors, you know. But it's all bullshit, because it's all subjective, it's all personal taste, you know. It doesn't... Oh, shit. The only thing that matters is that you build a good mod for the people that are using it, you know. This guy's always been temperamental here. He'll start walking after about a minute. I never quite worked out. In fact, that's quite interesting. I could never quite work out why that was, because I tried many different fixes. Oh, our things. Oh, here we go. Ride. Oh, I better. Oh, that's the mod. You always. Oh, I forgot how difficult this was. Brilliant. Let's see if I can turn him, because I remember the turning's really awkward. But I love this. I can't remember what this mod's called. But again, it's a mod that people had, a bloke made, or someone made. But it's always funny in the turning. It's so slow in the turning. And also, when you get on it, you always get that weird animation thing. But it's a great fun. It's great fun to ride. It's I forgot about this, man. But my mod list, you can see on my Discord, guys and girls. The links are in the description now. Oh, we got some. I'm going to get off him in a sec because it's a bit weird. I'm not used to this. Let's just. There we go. All right, let's kill some beasties. But I love his great big antlers and everything. Here we go. Brilliant. But yeah, I've got Fluffy Works in terms of the walls and everything, stuff like that. So if any of you know the mods, Fluffy Works. There we've got some TPSC elements. That's a home over there, and again, it plays a big part in the future DLC. Should I ever get around to making it? But yeah, to me, all the bullshit that goes on within these communities is crap, because you know, every mod author brings something different. I'll bring up Arthmore, you know, for example. Obviously, Arthmore's got a complicated modern history, and some people love him, some people hate him, and some of that you could say he's bought on himself. Some of it has been unfair. But regardless of how you feel about Arthmore, he's done a lot for the community. He's brought a lot to Skyrim. And really, that's all that matters at the end of the day. Whether you like his stuff or not is irrelevant. He's given a lot of time to the modern community. And when I have my own issues, I've had my own ups and downs, my own dark periods and all the rest of it, you know, with people online. Because some people can be downright, oh, fuck. Oh, see, I love the fire here as well. XD Embers, guys and girls. That's XD Embers I'm running. Oh wow, Yonder's just joined. Welcome, Yonder, man. Let me just say, guys and girls, we've got some technical issues here, so if you suddenly stop hearing me, you know why. We've got some mic issues and stuff, so just to let you know. So yes, welcome everyone, by the way. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, just about model. You know, a lot of authors put a lot of time and effort into all of this, and like I say, it's all personal choice. But I do find it amusing. Like I said, the way people automatically build up sort of cult mindsets and want to go on the defensive for this author, for that author, you know, or they'll spread the propaganda of one mod over another. It's all bullshit. And I'm glad I stepped away, because obviously by stepping away, I regained my balance, you know, and I put things back into perspective, because like I say, it can be very intense, the modern world, you know. Hey, Jace. Nice to see you. Let me say again, guys and girls, we are having technical issues here today with my system. So if I suddenly go quiet, just let me know, and I'll try to get the mic working again, all right? All right, what time of day is it? Let's go over to Zeneca. Hey, Jade. Welcome, Jade. Welcome, everyone. So what we got here, guys and girls, is a new mod pack for TPSC. The People of Skyrim Complete, my mod, wrapped up with many other mods. And I love aesthetic pleasure. I'll just say that again. TPSC mods the whole of Skyrim. All these new locations, every town, city and village. You've got border holds, bandits, cave systems, homes, followers, more enemies. You've got tons of shit. Okay. Let's go over to the Zeneca home then. I'll just go and we'll sleep there, I guess. Lovely sunset. This is my EMB preset, Setting Suns, by the way. I'm also running my own EMB preset, Setting Suns. If anyone wants to know why it's called Setting Suns, because of the Jam mod band from the 70s and their album Setting Suns. But I just thought it was a great name for Skyrim, you know, and the EMB preset. But it's named after that band. Good, it is, Steve. Absolutely. Hi, Steve. Welcome, man. Nice answering you for a while. Hope you're all doing well, guys and girls. Good band. Yeah, so do I, man. As a kid, with the mindset and what I grew up around, I love them because they just resonated with the truth about modern culture, you know. And you know, just I won't go on. You know, I love Mr. Clean, man. You know what I mean? Hey Bon, welcome. How you doing, Bon? Okay, so this is one of my homes. There's many different homes with TPSC, guys and girls. All right. Let's just bring up the torch. Give me a little bit of light. And there's many different types of homes: vampire homes, Dwemer homes, small little country, you know, thingies. There's all types of homes. This is one of them. Oh shit, running too fast. This is also quest related. We can look at the logs actually quickly by going up. Actually no, we won't be able to see, it's night time now. But hey, that's not a bad thing to do. That can be quite healthy, man. We've actually got some of the light. Let's go into, because I've got a big depth of field on this. Yeah, man. Yeah, again, this is Embers XD. In terms of, look up Embers XD, and the torch is from Matthew as well, who does all the trees and the plants. Matthew's torch, Embers XD, quality. Let's look at the, let's have a look. There's the lods there. Let's kick in again. Let's just kick in. I'm using Dindu Lod. I created a whole lod set. So we've got quality lods, so we can see, you'll be able to see my border hold from here. Yeah, professional. What makes Skyrim great, professional, is the mod authors and the players and the whole scene. You know, there's some very good points about Skyrim in its scene. There's some negative as well, like you get with all walks of life, you know. But the mod authors have made this game. They make it such fun. If you've ever made a mod, guys and girls, in one way you'll pull your hair out, and in another way you'll get so much pleasure. You know, like I say, you'll wet your pants type thing, because it's so enjoyable. For me it's art, man. It's art. Right? For me this is art. This is why I'm so passionate. You know, I think I've got to credit Skyrim as something here, because Yonder goes on about my passion for games, and I always loved gaming, but my real passion grew with Skyrim because of the modern scene. It was Skyrim that lit my fire. I'm going to be honest, it was Skyrim that got me into a layer of gaming at a completely different level because of the modern scene. Because I saw this as art. When I started modding, I realised it was art. I've only got one lockpick, I think. I'll be careful. And that's what I loved. And I fell in love with making mods in art, this art. And that's what created my passion for... You see the little mechanics on the door there? That's I can't remember the name of the mod now, but that's a mod for all the doors. It changes all the doors. Okay, and again, Matthew's 3D trees. And this is my Zeneca home. And again, let's just turn off the torch. There's many homes that TPSC had. Now there's nice lighting in here, so we've got nice shadow. And I'm not using Lux in this loadout, guys and girls, like I used to use. Jason, I grew up in the 70s. In 78, I was 10 years old, and I was playing, or 77, around there, 77, 78, I was playing Space Invaders on the PC, on which would have been the Commodore, I think, something like that. And then it was Donkey Kong and Asteroids, and all through the 80s, the first karate games, into Mortal Kombat, into Final Fantasy series, all of it. All through that time. It was mostly beat 'em ups back in the day. Then I got into PCs with Oblivion, and then PCs ruled after that, and it was very much more role-playing games and stuff like that. So that's where where I've come from, really. And when I was in, for a lot of years, I sort of played now and again, but I didn't play like I do now, of course, because now it's a job, it's what I do. But I'd play at weekends when I wasn't working and stuff like that. But I've always been, I had the Sega Genesis, after when the Sega Genesis come out, and some of the beat 'em ups there, and that's they were good fun, and the Streets of Rage, the Streets of Rage, that was brilliant, man. But I've got to big up Skyrim, because I have to say, guys and girls, it was Skyrim that grew this fire for what you see now, like enjoying Kingdom Come Deliverance, and of course the growth of the gaming industry in terms of its quality. It's exciting. It excites me because it becomes more real and more real. And for me, if any of you have been watching me long enough, you already know I love realism, and I love touching on the human condition, and I love great stories, And sometimes I just love games because they're great games. Like Skyrim's not the greatest story, but it's still one of the most interesting stories if you know anything about our real life history, because Talos is a real god in our world, and everything that's portrayed in this game comes from our life, from our actual history, the dragon blood. Yeah? What's the dragon blood? What are they referring to in the game? It's historical. They're talking about families. They're talking about the creation of man. That we're not. It's just dressed up in a different format, in a different way. But it's all about our history. And if you understand any of our history, or whether it's religious or creational history, and of course that's debatable, very arguable, and people are always arguing about where we've come from, who we are, what we are, so on and so forth. Skyrim reflects our history. Whether you agree with it or not is another thing, but it's reflecting many elements of our history and our past and our potential future as well, and I find that fascinating. That's another reason I love Skyrim. It isn't just the modding, it isn't just the making of the mods. Listen to the stories that are being presented. I love KDC because of the stories that it presents. I'm beginning to I'm not beginning, I do love RDR because of the stories it presents. For me, storytelling and aesthetic pleasure is the greatest things that games give us. They give us instant pleasure from the visual, and then they can give us knowledge from the practical of the storytelling. And for me, guys and girls, I love all that shit. I really love all that shit. It's what I feed on, it's what I enjoy, it's where my passion lies, Let's just check something here if mouses will work. But get rid of this one as well, because this no longer really helps me, it's just a pain in the ass. Alright, okay, but this is Zeneca anyway, one of the homes. And like I say, once I've checked this mod pack out, where am I going? I've lost shit. When I've checked out this mod pack, guys and girls, I'll put it online for you to download and use. And I'm going to keep it simple. You can add anything you want to it afterwards, but it's all going to be just aesthetic pleasure. I've got some JK's mods in and a few others. Boom. But yeah, so what was I saying? Zeneca, but yeah, this is Skyrim, guys and girls. And I'm just getting over this. Oh, I have to sleep. Oh no, we just wait. Actually, stuff it. Just wait till the morning, and I can. So 8. So let's do. Just gonna. I was going to say something. I can't remember what I was going to say now. Just thinking in my head there was. No, I didn't, Jason. No, I didn't. missed. Let's just again go forward. I didn't want the rain. There's something I was going to say. There's something important I was trying to latch on. My brain's so fucking soft. Oh, that's it. I was going to say I had this cold, but I actually feel better today, and hopefully, you know, I actually feel quite good. So hopefully it's done now. I'm not going to slip back, but you never know. It could just be a good moment. We'll have to wait and see. Now, how do I get back down to? Oh, that's it. Steps, isn't it? I'm trying to remember. But yeah, no, I didn't play that, mate. What was it about? The name rings a bell. I just can't quite latch onto it. Maybe it'll come back to me in a minute. Tell me what it is, man. Let's go back. In fact, what I'm going to do now, we're going to go to Folk Wreath, so I think I will just use the lift. It's a bit of a strange lift, you know. Oh, the Horror Mason game. Now that I remember. That rings a bell. Was it one of those? Was it one of those games where you have to solve little clues and puzzles like murder mystery type things? Was it something like that? Was it one of those, man? Because I remember playing a lot of those in the 90s, early 2000. They didn't, you know, I enjoyed them, but they didn't really resonate with me where they stuck with me like a lot of other games. But back in the early or late 90s, I remember playing those it was yeah. I think I do remember what. Yeah. See, some things stick with me really strongly, and other things have faded away. Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, I think I did, mate. Yes. That's why it rang a bell. Yeah. Yeah, I remember them, man. Yeah. Vaguely, but I do remember just about. I know this is. I've got to fix that animation there because that one's going down. I need to fix that. I know it's a strange place to put the lift in the water, and I know it's not. It's a bit naff. It looks a bit naff, guys and girls. I am aware that that's a bit of a silly location for the lift, but in some ways, I like it. It's quirky, and I liked it. I know it's stupid, really, but it looks a bit naff, really. And there are a couple of doors in lifts that I need to fix up that need to be sorted out, but they're small things. Yeah. I'll check it out because if I look at it online, it will remind me of what you're talking about fully, and I'll remember. Like I say, some things just stick with you more than others, you know. Let's go down to Folk Wreath then, guys, and go. Oh, that flickering there. Oh no, that's just because of the. All right, so. Yeah, let's go down to Folk Wreath then. I'm glad you guys and girls can still hear me now. Did they? Alright, okay, I'll check it out. Right, Folk Wreath, let's concentrate on this bit. It's my follower with me. I had a follower with me, I don't know if he's died, but... I'm just take a breath, guys and girls, I need to breathe, been talking a lot. I'm still a bit bummed up though, I'm just not feeling shitty. Let's bring my Nordic sword and shield up. And again, we've got a fairly lightweight grass mod as well. Oh, Half Moon Mill. I love Half Moon Mill. I've also put new bridges in Skyrim as well, guys and girls. And again, this is one of the new bridges that I stuck in with the mill here, the granary mill, next to the vampire's little place here. So I love this I just love this. Again, this is my own bias, I know, but, you know. Yeah, I made it's a very easy bridge to make, Jace. I just used the walls of Whiterun, these little things here, and then I used this little bridge that you find in Whiterun. So I just used the models of Whiterun itself, and so you got a little hickety-pickety bridge. I just love it. It's cute, it's quaint. I like those sort of things, you know. And that's why I say it's art. You can put your own style into it, guys and girls, with modding. And a lot of people will think it's shit. They won't like it. It's not their sort of thing. But like I say, we all love different things, and that's why, like I say, you know, these mod wars. But it is these mod wars that go on are so childish between mod authors and actually the people that support their mods and other people, you know. It's all bollocks and all the propaganda like, oh, this mod's better than that mod. Well, that's totally subjective, you know. I mean, I guess if you want to talk technically, you can, you know, but generally people aren't talking technically. They're talking emotionally. If you're saying one mod's faulty and got issues, that's fine. But you know, a lot of what goes on has got nothing to do with that. And a lot of the times, in my experience, people never knew what they were on about anyway, because they didn't test the mod independently. They just repeated what other people said, and you know, they were running someone else's mod with things they shouldn't have been running it with. And I know, because some of the mods they talk crap about, I would use, and I tested myself, and I knew the mods were perfectly fine. And I know what I'm talking about because I make mods. So, you know, don't tell me how to suck eggs, you know. Water for E and B. Let me say, realistic water 2, right? Realistic water 2, guys and girls. Okay. Yeah. Well, there are a lot of the sheets for Xbox where they tell you where to put things and what mods go with what and so on. So yeah, you know, they're useful, man. Let me just say, Realistic Water 2, guys and girls, does not work with TPRC because it needs a patch. You will find that the Windhound border hold is got all its ground missing. My Windhound border hold in TPRC has all the ground missing if you use Realistic Water 2 because it's loaded after TPRC and it fucks it up. So use water, E and B. Okay, so I'm not making a patch for Realistic Water 2 because they keep changing their mind about what they're doing all the time. I've made 3 different patches for Realistic Water 2 and I can't be fucked with it anymore. Yeah. So yeah, just be aware, guys and girls. And I am updating the TPSC page as well. I've got rid of a lot of the waffle and I've just simplifying things for people. But anyway, this is Half Moon Mill. Let's go on down to Folk Reef. The only trouble with streaming TPSC is just so much to talk about, you know, and to share with it, but it knackers me out. It's a very challenging stream to do, guys and girls. But again, the information's relevant, and if people have never listened to me before or don't know TPSC, you know, they need to know it, you know. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, again, and do you know what I love about the past, right?
Find our way to solitude.
Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. What am I doing? You know what I love about past games as well? They had a charm about them. They might have been in 2D or whatever, and you'd have crappy little music sometimes or whatever, and the graphics, some of the graphics were okay, whatever. They just had charm about them. I don't know what it was. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, you do your little Dungeons Dragons quest, or even the first Civilization game, you know, with Rome, when I played Rome. I still remember, yeah, in Spain, yeah, and other games, you know, they had such charm about them. Am I going the right way? I don't even know where I am, actually. I'm lost. I can't remember where I'm going. I haven't been to Folk Reef for years, guys and girls. Let's go down here. Where am I? Where am I? Is she hitting that horse? That's a bandit. Go down, alright. What's going on here? Death. Alright. Let me just work out where I am. Where the hell am I? Alright. Oh, there's more bandits. Come on, shoot. They are low-level bandits. Who's that over there? That's the merchant over there. I'm a bit out of practice with my combat, guys and girls, I must say. In fact, I'm going to turn the flames. It's a lot easier when I'm talking.
I thought I was a ecologist now. Thanks for the help. And if you need any supplies, I have a few.
Oh my God! Where are they? Oh, who just did that? Did you just shoot me with an arrow? Oh, what's he shooting at? Oh, the bandit. Oh, this is our TPSC spawn. I just realised where I am. I forgot, low level bandits, not so high level. Sometimes you'll hit spawns that I've put in that are real high level. This was a low level spawn. I forgot about those. It just dawned on me where I am on the map. It's been so long since I've played my own mod, guys and girls. I'm actually lost. Normally I would know exactly where I am, but I'm actually lost. It's been so long since I've played this game. I've forgotten where I am. I need to get a point of reference. Now, what's all this? Ah, oh, look at the burning car. Christ, I'm all the way over here, am I? Alright. Alright. Yeah, let's put a marker on Folk Reef, that'll help. Shadowgate, I remember that as well. I remember Shadowgate. I didn't get deeply into it, but I do remember it. I'm quite, yeah, that rings a bell too. Oh, where am I going? Follow my marker. I've actually got a faded HUD, guys and girls. Let me, because I like a faded HUD, but you want to see what's going on. So I'm just going to go to the settings. Okay, there we go. You see a bit more now. There we go. Alright, let's get the Folk Reef. Check out Folk Reef. There we go. Over. Lovely mountain textures. Again, all part of Skyrim X. Here we go. They're low level, aren't they? This is why I like TPOSC, guys and girls, as well, because TPOSC makes things a lot harder. You don't kill your enemies so easily. We'll find some tough TPOSC combatants in a minute, and you'll see what I mean. You need a pair of balls to play the people of Skyrim complete. Because, you know, they're hardcore. Alright. Oh! The death. Oh, I just remember where I am. Hey, let's go look at the door. What? What does he say? What is the something of night? I can't remember. We're about to hear. What is the music of life? Death. That's true, Jack, but what I'll do is I'll just use a basic sword so they see the strength of the enemy. I'll use my fist, Jack, so they can see how strong the enemy is. But yeah, you're right, mate. It's nice, actually. It's nice to have Jack back. I hardly see Jack nowadays. I'm feeling more nostalgic, guys and girls. NATO's here, Jack's here. I've got Bong in the new crew here as well. It's really nostalgic. It's you know. Let's get the Folk Reef. Cool. I feel Nesbit again, if you know what I mean. Really, I feel like Nesbit again, you know? I know it's hard for a lot of people to comprehend, but you've got to understand what, you know, the journey I took on this fucking game. I tell you, man, it was massive. It was a big journey. It's not an understatement, man. It drove me mental, man. It did. Absolutely insane. But it was worth it. You know, I wouldn't change it up. I really wouldn't. Oh, I can't jump. I ain't got my jump mod loaded in, have I? That's right. I need to do that. My other cheat. Okay, so this is Folk Reef, but look at the lovely road here. I'll just stop and slow right down, because then you can really pick up on the quality of the meshes. And like I said, this is only a 3060, you know. I would love to see this in on a 5090. I wish I had a 5090, man. That's like $2,000 or something, I think. That's ridiculous, guys. Oh, I don't know. I don't recall that, man. Bionic Commando. Oh, what am I doing? Trying to get over this fence again. Damn. I'm not with it. Let's focus, Nesbit. Come on. I'm not focusing. Right, okay, let's just check out Folk Reef then. I'm going to ignore the comments for a second, guys and girls, because I'm not... This is very lightly modded Folk Reef, because again, you have other stuff all the way around it as well, so... But Folk Reef, I just wanted... Again, it used to... Don't forget, Folk Reef was a major... city apparently in its past, if I remember rightly, guys and girls. 3060s are still cool, man. They are, man. I'm not saying they're not. But in relation to modern games, you know, they're less than mid-tier, because I think the 40s, I heard people calling the 4050s or whatever it is, the 4060s, mid-tier online the other day when I was watching videos, you know, deciding what's best to go with next, you know, when I've got the money for it, you know. So you know, so yeah, but 30, don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for my 3060, which again, big up Jack got me the 3060. I wouldn't be here without Jack. So, and this is why I say there's, you know, we got it tough here financially, whatever. But like I said, I wouldn't be here without people like Jack and many others that supported my work over the years and kept me going. It's just reality, you know. And again, I'm in that same place. And let me just say, I've got to say this, guys and girls, as well. JB, I don't know if you're there, JB. I don't know if you've been around. I haven't been around. I haven't even watched any of Yonder's stream last week. I've been too ill. But you know, the recent donations has helped me take those stepping stones towards that new PC. I've still got the graphics card to get and some other expensive bits, but we're moving, you know, in the right direction. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, if you've got a 3060, right, for basic day-to-day gaming, it's a good card. It really is. It's a good card. You know, it's okay for the average game player. But again, that's not what I'm doing. You know, what I'm doing is something else again. And again, what I like to do, I like aesthetics, guys and girls. I want to produce a quality content all the time. Well, not just again for myself, but for my business, for this business, for the future, for, you know, because I think quality is important in anything that you do. Now, other people might disagree with that, but I think if you're running a business or you're providing a service, it's got to be quality. It's got to be quality in the way you interact with the people that you talk to. You've got to give something of yourself, and you've got to produce a good stream as well and a good quality show. There's no point producing shit. I can't stand producing shit. It aggravates me. I want the best to produce, and that's maybe selfish, but that's just the way it is. That's the sort of bloke I've been. You know, I always take things very seriously. You know. I ain't got a clue, Bon, you know. But to me, quality, you know, if I'm going to do something, I like to do it well. That's just the reality of it. And like I say, I look at that water wheel there, you know. The textures on the wood, on the logs that are being cut. You know, all these things are important. And again, because it brings out the juices in me, if you see what I mean. It brings out my excitement, which brings out my ability to stream so I can enjoy it, which means you lot get more. You know, so there's lots of reasons why I like it. I'm not just doing it because I want it the best because it's the best. It's not a vanity, it's a practical thing. It's an enjoyment thing. It's about being able to get the best out of all the components that are in play. The components in me, the components from the PC and the game, what the viewers are getting, what they're giving back. You know, if the viewers are liking what they're seeing, they're more likely to be engaged. So, like I say, wanting this new PC, wanting these upgrades, wanting to be delivering the best isn't some vanity shit thing or being greedy for the sake of wanting the best. It's about what's being produced. It's about quality. You know, and it's all integrated, and you know, it's all part of the same thing. And that's how I think on life. You know, everything I try to do the best way I can do it. I'm getting older now, so my brain doesn't always work as well, so I don't remember. You know, I'm tired all the fucking time from the fucking hardship and shit. But you know, and sometimes I swear a bit because of frustration. You know, and I get aggravated because I'm tired and I'm older now. But the basic principles of my life, that's it. It's always about quality in how I conduct myself, how I treat people, how I am with people, listening, you know. All these things are, you know, it's a bit, well, you know what I'm facing. I know, Jack's put up my leg, man, but, you know, it's serious, man. You know, it's, you know, to me, this is all serious. You know, I always try to produce quality and give quality because I think that's what it's about. I think, you know, that's what in life is what we're about. We give the best of ourselves. Otherwise, why fucking bother? I might as well just go and live in the woods. And I will do that one day if I ever get the chance. I will just live in the woods and finish off quietly, you know. but I love this. Again, I'm looking at this, so I wanted to come to Falkreath, because I remembered how pretty it used to look. There isn't a lot here in terms of mod adaptation, but in terms of aesthetic pleasure, like the logs and the water and the wheel, you know, I just love Falkreath, the green, you know. I love this, you know, it's really pretty. It's really nice. But yeah, and it's nice to feel Skyrim in this way again, and to be balanced again after years of being at war with it, you know. It's I know I go on about that a bit, but like I say, it's a big journey. It was 12 years of my life. I guess the last 2 or 3 been switched off. But yeah, it was, you know, and now it's coming back again, and why not? Because it still has a place, but like I say, I'm not that far back into it where I'm going to start making that DLC. I haven't got the energy for that yet, but one day I'll finish off this mod one day, without a doubt. I have no doubt about that, because I want to do it. I still want to do it. It's just about resources, really, about space inside, because just getting this up together, this mod pack, took a lot of energy, because I had to remember a lot of stuff, and it takes a lot of time to do all this. And that's where mod packs do have a place, actually. This is where mod packs do have a place, guys and girls, because they can help people and save people a hell of a lot of time, you know. But yeah, Jack, yeah, the old brain has gone a bit, just a bit. It has. It's tiredness. It's gone. It's popped. I'll tell you, because a few years back I was far more lucid. You know, I could remember a lot easier. I was more functional. It's just tiredness, man. It's well, it is. It's fundamentally total fucking exhaustion, and I never really recovered from it. You know, and that's just when you're younger. If I was younger, I would have fully recovered. I've realised the cost now, and yeah, but those swear words come from it, Jack. That's all part of the tiredness and the frustration and all the rest of it. That's all part of it. That's all part of the same systematic thing that's going on. But yeah, but absolutely, that's all part of it, man. But again, like I say, we take journeys and we pay our price, and we make our choices. And I'm quite happy with my choices. It's just sometimes you need time to get over some of the choices you make. Do yoga and stream it. Because that's why I only stream 3 times a week now, guys and girls. Because you know, I haven't got the energy like I once had. I'm 57, and I know people say that's not old. But I will say, wait till you get to your 57. Yeah, for modding itself, but then for streaming and everything else, yeah. And with the modern titles, because when you, even with a 3090, some of the modern titles it will struggle, but it's a good graphics card, you know. But like I say, try playing.
No lollygag.
Yeah, I knew what you meant. TK, I'm with you, man. Oh, welcome to the stream, by the way, TK. Sorry, I've just but yeah, you try, like I say, KDC2. My 3060's done quite well, but I am only using medium settings for KDC2, guys and girls. You know, I can't, you know, get the full pleasure of the game because I don't have a modern graphics card. So, but and again, that's what I would like to do more as well, show more, because like when you get a real quality game that's a generational game, I'll be honest, I want people to see it in its fucking glory. You know, I want to experience it, and that is a vanity thing, but I want as well as a technical thing as well. But I want to see KDC2 on an oiled screen in 4K fucking glory, man, and bask in it, because I love aesthetics. Yeah. COD? Yeah, I was on COD. What's COD? Where's my brain on COD? What's COD? What game's that, man? But yeah, I want to see, like I say, KDC2, Call of Duty. Of course it is. Yeah, sorry, man. Cool, thanks, chat. I knew. I was thinking, I know that. Where do I know it from? Recall, terrible recall, man. But yeah, I want to see like Kingdom Come Deliverance with a 5090 oiled screen. I admit it. I'd love to play that. I love KDC. It's a generational game. It's one of the best games you're going to see in the next 10 years, guys and girls, along with Red Dead Redemption 2. And yeah, I know, and there's the difference, Steve, as well, because it does take a lot of juice. You've got a camera, the camera as well is a big one as well, because it's you've got to have a decent camera too, and it all starts to add up as well, But anyway, the point is, yeah, I mean, man, I just love to see Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 on an oiled screen, on a 5090. Just imagine it. I'd wet myself, man. I'll be honest. I'd probably cry a tear. I'm serious. It'd be amazing to see that. It just... And it is a privilege to have these things. I know it, It's a privilege, man. Let's check this out, guys. I'm waffling enough. Let's go and check this... let's check out this inn. Dead Man Street. Let's see what we've done here. Okay, it's bright. Alright, okay. And again, I'm not using Lux, guys and girls, so we don't have all the fancy lighting. But I am going to try some stuff because I've got some sneaky thoughts in my head, things that I thought about in the past and I never deployed. And I'm going to maybe make a little patch with some of these ideas I've had, just for one or two of the interiors to improve them. Now, if this is too light for you, with the setting suns or any EMB, you can darken it or brighten it. That's more bright. Or you can make it darker if it's not to your taste, right? But I'm going to stick to one on the preset. And this, again, I've edited the inns, guys and girls, so this is not normally a Skyrim inn, as you can see, alright? So,
welcome to Dead Man's Street.
But yeah, I'll just go back quickly. Like I say, my 3060 not streaming does the job for Skyrim. Because I've been testing this pack, guys and girls, on my 3060, and I've had no pulls or lag or anything. But I start streaming and I start using the cam and the mic and all the other processes, then it struggles, and it struggles bad. You get, as you saw earlier, you get flickering and all the rest of it. Some of the areas really pull with stuff. So, and this is not really a heavy game. This is not really a big game, Skyrim. It's the mods loaded in and the textures and everything that starts applying pressures. Yeah, Yonder, see, I've got the 2060. Yonder, I use the 2060 before I got this 3060 with my load order, and I used all this, but what I did was I used this near enough the exact same setup, but what I did was I resized the textures to 1K. So I used because there's certain tools that you can get with Skyrim, like Xedit and other tools that will resize your textures or clean your files and stuff like that. And what I did was all these textures that I'm using, when I had the 2060, when I streamed with my 2060, I used all these textures, but I downsized them to 1K and 512, and that's how I got away with my 2060. So I had a pretty good looking game on the 2060 with all this, but I didn't use an EMB because I couldn't use an EMB because it was too much. Now I'm using an EMB, and now I'm using 4K textures with the 3060. So yeah, but oh, it was a 1060. Oh, it was a 10. Thank you, Jack. See, Jack knows my history better than me. It was a 1060. Yes, sorry, it wasn't. It was a 1060. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, it was. And then I upgraded to a 3060 because Jack. Yeah. Sorry, what's that comment? Yeah, that's right. Exactly, man. It becomes a heavy game. Yeah, it does. And so when I'm streaming, as you can see, it changes the dynamics of everything. And that's why I said to Yonder, try to Yonder. If you've got the money, man, try to upgrade. Because the games are getting bigger anyway. Yeah, it depends, Steve. It depends on what game you... Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. So anyway, this is TPUSC, and again, Yonder, if you were to use TPUSC and you weren't using textures, you just have all vanilla textures here, man. So it wouldn't impact your system, because TPUSC is only vanilla in its creation. So everything is vanilla based, okay? Even these tapestries are all formatted off the old vanilla Yeah, because these tapestries and stuff are what I put in. They're new resources, but they're all low key resources. They're not big textures. Yeah, they're around 215 or 512 around there, something like that. They're not big textures, big meshes, you know. So yeah, but this is one of my followers. He's great. I love him. He will level up naturally with you, and he's on level 2 when you find him. All right. Oh man, you having a? Sorry, Yonder. I see Yonder. I haven't been into one of your streams the last week or so, Yonder, simply because I've been too ill,
I've
mate.
half a mind to ask if you'd
I've
take
only
me
just
on
started
one of your
feeling better
adventures.
today.
I can't just leave.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm not. So yeah. Hopefully, though, Yonder, it'll pick up. And bloody ad blockers. I mean, I understand why people use them, right? I get it, because ads are really fucking annoying. I wouldn't have ads at all if I could, you know. I don't like ads, man. I think they're too intrusive. But it would be nice then if we didn't, you know, just be nice if... I'm not having a go at anyone here, guys and girls, but I know how many viewers sometimes Yonder gets, right? And he gets very little likes. And very, you know, I don't know how much... I know he makes some money and he went up with the increase of viewers, but it would be nice. It would be nice if more people just thought about the streamer's position a bit more. I know some people ain't got the money. I'm not having a go here, don't get me wrong, but I mean, even if you just like someone's, because like Yonder sometimes will have 2,000 people watching and they'll have like 30 likes. What does it take for you to hit his like button, man, if you're watching his stream, which will make a huge difference for him, because the more likes, the algorithm picks it up and will send more people his way. If you ain't got no money, you can't donate or you can't join his memberships, hit the fucking like button. It's such a small thing, man. And that hitting that like button will send, the algorithm will send him more people. It's just crazy. I don't get it. It's such a small thing you can do to support someone, yet people don't do it. Because the algorithm will pick up that his stream's being liked and it will send more people his way. If the algorithm sees he's got 2,000 people, he's only got 30 likes, it will fluctuate. It'll think, what's going on, you know? Because everything around YouTube is based on what the algorithms see. Hit the like button, folks. Sorry about that, Yonder. But like I say, hopefully it'll come back, man. And, you know, you'll get more people in. And when you get the opportunity, try to upgrade, man. I mean, because it's important. I think it's important. You know. No, that's nothing to what it was. I mean, just a few weeks back, it was a couple of thousand hitting 3. So that's a hell of a drop-off, man. No, I'm sorry about that, Yonder. That's a hell of a drop-off from what I was seeing. God, my chest is... Actually, my throat and chest are starting to hurt now, guys and girls. This cold hasn't completely gone. I've just got a bit more energy. You know, I mean, it's funny, Yonder, as well, because like I say, I think it cycles because, you know, the people that are watching my stuff has dropped right off as well, the streams as well, but that's obviously impacted by you, because you brought a lot of people over anyway. But I haven't seen, where's Panic? I don't know if you're watching Panic, but I hope you're okay. I haven't seen Panic for a while, thinking about it. I don't know if JB's okay, but a big shout out to JP and anyone else that used to watch these streams as well. But I know people have real lives, and for us doing the streams, you know, we sort of, I don't know about Yonder, I think it's probably the same for Yonder as well, but I sort of get connected to the people that I talk to, and when they don't turn up, you sort of feel it as well. I'm going to be honest, you know, I get to like people. I expect maybe younger streamers and people that are born with this technology, maybe they look at the world differently, I don't know. But I'm an empathic sort of person anyway, so it's like when Raz isn't around, I notice it. You know, when I've talked or connected to people and they're not around, I notice it, I feel it. Because to me, this isn't, like I say, it isn't just something, I'm not just doing this for the principle of money, I'm doing it all for my son's future, I'm doing it for me because it's something I enjoy, and I like talking to people, you know. Oh, hold on a minute, my chat box has moved off. Oh, okay, mate. All right. I'll bear that in mind then. See, I know YouTube's always fighting that as well, Yonder. I know they're always fighting that because I've had people tell me that they put up warnings, ad blockers are not allowed on this platform, stuff like that. So, but yeah. Well, like I say, hopefully it'll turn in our favour one day. I mean, we need every advantage we can get as small streamers until you start making a good user group, you know. And again, like I say, I'm not having a pop at people, you know. I'm not trying to, you know. I'm just saying, just think about it, guys and girls. When you're in someone's stream, just think about it, you know. Because, you know, people put in a lot of time and effort into their streams, you know. And like I say, a little bit of support can go a long way. And I know I won't be popular for saying that, because some people will think, well, fuck you, Nesbit. If I want to like a stream, that's up to me. I'm not saying it isn't. It is up to you. You're totally right. It's up to you whether you want to like a stream or not. But like I say, if you're watching someone on a regular basis, what the fuck does it hurt to do it as well? That's the little bit you can give, right? One decent human being to another. Exchange of energy. Let's be really honest here. What the fuck does it hurt you to hit a like button if you're watching someone on a regular basis? It don't. It don't. And it helps that person, that individual no end. Yonder, me, any other person that you go and watch. It's such a small thing. Are we really so indifferent that we have a problem punching a button to help someone's channel grow? You know? It bewilders me, to be honest with you. As you all know, I'm pretty blunt. And you know, I'm pretty honest, and a lot of people don't like that, I know, but it doesn't take much, does it? Like I say, from Yonder's point of view, he gives a lot of time and energy and processes and shares himself and his life with people. What does the fuck does it hurt you to hit a button and say, thanks, Yonder, I appreciate you, man? It doesn't. Or any other streamer that gives you their time. In a way, it's a moral issue. You could look at it. If you really want to be funny. Oh shit! Fuck. Let's concentrate. I'll shut up, guys and girls, because I could go on one. It's a bit like with the Skyrim community. I have a problem with the Skyrim community sometimes. So I think people. Well, it doesn't matter what I think. Best I don't say it. Best I don't say it. Because I'll probably upset people. I don't want to upset people today. I'm having a nice time. We're having a nice time. I'll keep my mouth shut. Hey, let's have some fun. Let's bring out the big boy. It's still, I should have gone through really to the date so I can see things. There's their little... Now, if I remember rightly, I added a couple of extra bandits here that are hardcore. So I've got to be aware. I added a couple of extra bandits to this setup, if I remember rightly. Let's just take one. Got it. Oh, you yield! She yields! One hit. I'll show you the stats on my sword in a minute, guys and girls, because I am cheating, like I said. Because I am just testing. I'm not playing properly. I'm testing my work. I'm testing this mod pack. Let's have a look at the sword here. Let me bring it up for you. This is the sword I inserted into the game. Damage 293. Weight 27. And it burns the target for 30 points. You can find this sword at Dover Wars. If it's not your cup of tea, ignore it. You don't have to use the cheat that I put in the game. If you want a bit of help now and again, if you're using your normal setup and you suddenly come across a TPOSC, non-linear combating, you can draw upon the sword if you want to. If not, you can use your skill in your brain to try to defeat that combatant. It's totally up to you how you want to deploy and play the mod that my mod. But I'm cheating because I'm testing this setup. We'll just go through to the day, all right? Let's just go through to the day so we can see things. But yeah, well, how long have I been in stream? Because I've got a stream tomorrow, 1:47. I'll do another half hour, guys and girls, and then I'll break because I'm feeling rough again. You know, this code's still in me, but I've just got a bit more energy. Look at that, looking really nice. Let's carry on. Where are we going to go to now? Let's show. Oh, Yonder, if you're still here, mate. I don't know if you know much about commands. But if you, just above tab, there's a little squiggly button. If you want to go into God mode and be invincible, you can do that. Thanks, Yonder, you can do that. I'm going to turn that off and you won't die. If you want to have a look around, TFC, and then, oh shit, I should have took away the map. That's what I should have done. There we go. We can free cam, hit TFC Yonder, and that's the little button just above the tab button. It's like a little squiggly line thing. That's how you put in. I don't know if you know how to put in commands, but you can also give yourself coin. Say, for example, you want some coin. This is if you ever wanted to do this, Yonder. I don't know if anyone wants to cheat when they're playing their game, but if you did, for whatever reason, if you want to add an item, player add out item. Oh, let's just come out of. Let's turn off the camera. Let's go back into commands. Player dot add item. If it was a potion, you need the potion ID number. You can get those sort of numbers online easy enough. Player add item. Let's do gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then it's F8. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, man, you know what I'm on about then. Okay, and then I think it's 7 zeros and F, and then let's just say 10,000. There you go. 10,000 septums added. So you know, guys and girls, if you can use. I use commands when I'm testing my game because I like to see how the game copes under pressure if I free cam, stuff like that, and I like to muck around with commands sometimes to unlock something because I only got one lock pick on me. If I run out of lock picks, I can unlock stuff. So yeah, that's just something else, you know. Another thing that's fun with the game that you can do, you know. But anyway, let's move on down. Where should we go to? Let's travel somewhere. Let's go to where have we not been? We haven't been to Morthor. Oh, let's go to. Shall I show you something at TPO? Shall I go? Let's go to one of the abodes because it's the abodes that I'm testing right now. They are the main thing I want to test. We haven't checked out Windhelm. I need to check out the Windhelm city, and then we could go. Let's go to Winterhold. Let's go. COC Winterhold exterior. Oh shit! My spelling's crap. Exterior. Let's go. Can I? Is it 01 or like? Yeah, 01. All right. Okay. We'll just check out Winterhold. We'll check out Windhelm. Beautiful. And then we'll go on down to now. If one of the things now, hopefully it will be a good example here. Do you remember how horrible Skyrim's walkways are? The painted snow on them? With the use of EMB and with the use of a couple other mods and some other little things, I make the walkways look like fluffy snow. And they're so much more attractive than that painted snow. I just love that, you know. Take care, Yonder. I'll come and see you soon, mate, in stream, okay? I'll pop over soon sometime this week, mate. You take care. Good luck. I hope it picks up again soon. Take care, dude. Go and see Yonder, guys and girls. His link is in under Hail the Streamers on my main page. He plays guitar. He riffs. He's a comedian on stage at Sunset Strip. I don't know where that is in America. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's gone from me. Sorry, Yonder. He's a streamer, all-round good guy. Go and check out Yonder, guys and girls. What am I doing? Yeah, so you got this lovely like fluffy snow effect on these walkways now. I just love this. It's so chalk and cheese from the painted snow effect that we have originally to this, and this is the beauty of modding. This just looks like freshly fallen snow, and I love it. I just love that. I could sit here looking at this because I'm a sad git. Because I just enjoy it. I could sit here looking at this for ages, you know. So yeah. The actual. This is real blended roads I'm using, but I haven't quite got the road I want right now. I can't remember how I got the actual texture setup that I want. This isn't the actual texture setup. It looks a bit more painted, like the walkways normally do. So I need to sort that out. I can't remember how I got it to the way I wanted it, like I had it in the past, but I'll work that out. But either way, I mean, it's pretty nice, and there's some nice little areas around here. Again, I mod Winterhold, not the main town, but in the gully. And we got Misty Hollow as well. We got Tooth Gorge, okay? So we won't have a look at Misty Hollow because I don't want to spoil that if you've never used TPOC, okay? The People of Skyrim Complete. So I'll show you where it is. But you check out Misty Hollow. Make sure you're well prepared and you've got a strong arm and you've got some potions because you're going to need them, alright? But that is Misty Hollow. Alright? Let's go on down the gully, check out the gully then. I'm going to bring up the fire. Come on, why don't you run? Oh, forget the buttons, there we go. Right. I've lost my follower, he's obviously died, my follower. I think he's dead. Oh, now YouTube is telling me it's not receiving enough to maintain a smooth stream. Why not? I don't know what's going on, I'll tell you. It's one thing after another. I don't know, I'm gonna probably maybe have to try Jack's idea and see if I can try using the... At least you guys and girls can still hear me, so that's a good thing, you know. Come on, mouse. I'm going to get rid of this one as well because it's no good anymore either. It's just a fucking joke, really. It's just annoying me now. Again, I just love that. Look at that all day long. I mean, that's so chalk and cheese. You've got to understand, if you've ever played Skyrim, you know, these painted walkways, guys and girls, you know, it's chalk and cheese. I just think that's, oh, phenomenal. It just looks so good. It's like freshly fallen snow. Wonderful. Anyway, let's get out of that. Let's keep moving. Let's just check this. And there's stuff around here you want to explore, guys and girls. And it's nothing major. It's just little touches that I've added. There's a little cave somewhere nearby for you to find out. And if you read the diary at Shadow Sword End, you'll pick up on it and you'll seek it out. But it's a riddle, and it's for you to find where the cave is. I'm not telling you. But I just want to check this area.
Yes?
But again, it's all nav meshed, all fully complete and everything, you know.
How do you feel? I think you might be sick.
Oh shit, have I been infected by vampires? She's saying I'm sick, I might have been infected. I better heal up, man. They're all doing their little routines, taking the inventories, reading, or taking... Yes. Oh, you're drinking. What bum? You bum. Now you're eating. Get on with your word. I own the store. But I'll let you explore this little area at your leisure as well, because there's little things to find, little things to do, you know. Like I say, it's nothing spectacular. Again, it was about building... Let me just refresh. I've got to refresh and make sure that this stream is okay. Yeah, because that's only saying I got 15 viewers, but that's not making any sense. Nothing's working right today, guys and girls. Nothing. YouTube backend is giving me shit. It's still saying it's not receiving enough, but it's error, poor. That's bollocks, man. I don't know what's going on. Nothing is working right today. It's really aggravating. Oh well, what can you do? Just the show must go on as best it can. I'll just have to double check everything when I get out of stream in a bit and do some work today. And I don't know if you're still there, Jack. I expect Jack's asleep now, but I'll try to use this. This case should be big enough, the one I've got, because it's a 1400D. It was well big enough for the 3060, and it'll probably take a modern graphics, so I can just switch the old one out and, you know, switch it or put the new motherboard into that one and just go from there and see what happens. Exactly, yeah, we can go from there. Because again, you know, I've done pre-records of RDR2. Oh, we've got stuff over here. Yeah, let's go and see the ghosts. I've got pre-records of RDR2 that's oh, my followers caught up with me. That are fucked up. You know, I can't go back and re-record them because I've done the quests, so I'll have to put them out as they are. It's all very aggravating.
What do you need?
Find a way.
woe is me. I'm going to feel sorry for myself now. But no, I don't feel that sorry. I mean, you know, something always turns up. It always has done. You know, it's just aggravating this, you know, struggle after struggle, you know, in between everything else with the family and stuff. You get a bit tired of it after a while. Like I say, I'm not a spring chicken anymore. It becomes aggravating after a while. Hence my mood changes as well. Just get pissed off with it. Oh shit, let's avoid the hawker. I don't want to kill a hawker. I never like killing hawkers, guys and girls. They've done nothing wrong to me. You know, they're just trying to live their lives, do you know what I mean? I only attack them if I've got no other choice. Here we go. I am going to bring up my Shield of Thunderbolts. Look how they path nicely towards me. Again, that's worth mentioning, because this is all TPSC nav mesh right here. And they've mount off the boat, onto the boat. Let's take them on back onto the boat. Let's watch the nav mesh. Come on, follow me back up. Look at that. And again, you know, that's good modding. You know, it's nicely done. They're all back on the boat. Look, do you see? It's little things like that make a difference in performance and stuff like that. Oh, they're all the same. I use the same model though. Hey, perhaps they're brothers. See how chat. Now you see how tough these guys can be. These are some of my enemies, right? But now they're hurting. If I take off my, they'll chop me down pretty quickly. I've got extra health as well, guys and girls, of course. But if I turn over to my sword, the game changes. Couple of see how many hits they take? 3 hits to dismantle them. Or 2 hits on that one. Oh, I took several out at a time there. Christ, that was weird. Alright. Did they run the others? Did some of them run? No? Oh yeah, they're running away! The chickens are running away! I see you! Woo! Hey Nesbit! Hey Nesbit! That's because I saw Nesbit and went, hey Sam, how are you? That's because I saw Nesbit, so I said, hey Nesbit! I'm alright, how are you, man? Oh god. It has been a while. I haven't been around for a week. I'm getting better, mate. I'm not fully there. Yeah, man. Nice to see you, dude. Hope you're doing well. This is the mod pack I'm testing, guys and girls. God, yeah, that was funny. Alright, and you'll find lots of little locations like this in TPSC, guys and girls, which are not marked on the map. Lots of little extra enemies and there's all sorts that goes on. I'm getting too tired now to tell you about it all. Go and play the mod if you're into modding, and you're like, but just know it's not a linear gameplay. But yeah, and it'll certainly challenge you, I can guarantee you that. Is that work-wise, mate? Because I know you work at night, Sam. So, that's all right, mate. Although, if you're playing other games, you can still come and stream, Sam. That's not a good enough excuse to. I mean, you can be sat at home playing Cyberpunk, but you can still watch me, dude. What's stopping you watching me? That's a disgrace. Oh god. Oh, that really hurts when I laugh. Oh, let's go over the door and start that. Let's go to Lizard Point. I'm only joking, dude, of course. I'm pulling your leg. I'm not being serious. If you're here, you're here. If you're not, you're not. I won't say I don't miss you guys and girls, because that's a lie, because I do like talking to you guys and girls, but hey, that's my thing, Yeah, you don't have to apologise. It's your life, man. You're living your life. That's all right, I get it. Why do you want to sit with an old fart like me for? I get it, man. Serious. If I was young, I wouldn't be listening to an old bastard like me all the time. I'd be playing my games and screwing, having fun, being with my woman, stuff like that. If I was a young man, I wouldn't be listening to an old bastard like me. Unless I had no woman, maybe, Yeah, or no games to play. Look at this lovely sound and everything. Again, love textures. Love the aesthetics of a good game, guys and girls, of Skyrim. Here we are. And again, yes, I'm cheating. Oh yeah. I've got the game. I've played it a bit. I played it a bit, Sam, but not a lot. It's a good game, Medieval Dynasty. Maybe we could do a multi-stream one day, guys and girls. Maybe, like I said, after Call of the Wild, we could do a Medieval Dynasty multi-stream with Sam and others. Oh shit. Oh, come on. Oh shit. Get up. Thank you. Let's see if I can bop. There we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, there's been mods over the years that allow you to build like the Hearthfire, using Hearthfire so you can build bit by bit. Yeah. There's been a few of those in Skyrim's time, Sam, for sure. But yeah, I mean, this new one might be on a different level. I haven't checked it out, but yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you're on about. And that's not too hard to do, even before Hearthfire, because all you have to do is set the triggers, set the quest stages, you know, oh shit, to release the different builds as you complete certain quests. So it's not a complicated process to build a mod like that. Time consuming, but not complicated, but still very impressive for anyone that does it, you know, so. But there's many ways of going about that, for sure, yeah. Again, we're coming up to now. If I'd done the main quest, we'd be hitting dragon spawns, but I haven't done the main quest, guys and girls. So my dragon spawns that I've added into the game aren't activated right now because we haven't even gone to Bleak Falls Barrow yet. Okay, but there should be about 5 wolves around here. Yeah, I'm running it now, man. The people of Skyrim complete. If I just. Let me just. I don't want to kill the hawkers because they're just defending themselves. I'm going to get away from the hawkers. And you know, you've throughout this whole stream, I've been pointing out my stuff as we come across it. This is another exit from the House of Zell. When you get the House of Zell, and you get the House of Zell by going through. No, sorry. Where am I? Down here. Where are we going? Oh, Windhelm. Where's Windhelm? Sorry. If you go through Fort Peak, guys and girls, that's a cave system. It's a mirrored cave system to confuse you. You'll acquire a key, which will give you the House of Zell, which is the ruins on the mountaintop that you see. Okay, now, Sam, the people of Skyrim Complete adds all these new locations. All the border holds. Solat Cave. What is Solat Cave? That's Talus backwards. There's a group of Talus worshippers in that cave. Ancient ruins, sawmills, Yeo gas, that's a trap. Again, bandit camps, new locations, farms. Ambrosia Cave is a vampire home. Dragon's Breath is a normal human home. Riverside Goods, Iverstead is modded. Every town, city and village is modded. Whiterun Traders, Falmore Outposts, patrols, more civil wars, more dragon spawns, all linked in with the main quest in the Dark Brotherhood. So as you travel through the quests, you get more enemies, more dragons, so on and so forth. It's all linked in. Towers, portals, the unknown, Talos House, Rorik Marketplace. It goes on. It goes on and on and on. Another cabin. TPOSC is a huge mod that mods the whole of Skyrim, and it does it in the vanilla style, so it's all Skyrim-esque like. It's nothing new, it's all vanilla based materials, and it's all new content, so it doesn't affect the original build of Skyrim. But the whole map has virtually been re-nav meshed, built right across Skyrim, and for performance issues I rebuilt the nav mesh across Skyrim as well. A labour of love of 12 years really, and it changed a lot over that time as well. And there's much more to find besides, guys and girls, but I'll let you do that should you ever choose to use the mod. So these are exits from the House of Zell. So basically you can fast travel to different locations across Skyrim through the House of Zell. In fact, shall I take you to that? No, we won't. No, I'm not going to do that. You can find it for yourselves, guys and girls. In fact, let's go on down now to Dawnstar, which is what we were going to do. I'll try to stay focused, because in a minute I will finish up, guys and girls, because I've been in for 2 hours. I've got tomorrow as well. I just wanted to do some tests. We have had some technical issues. There's not a lot I can do about that. Well, I'm going to try to do something about it when I come out of the stream. My PC's really playing up, guys and girls, so now and again we've been losing volume, and there's not a lot I can do about that. I have got a new motherboard which I've used with your donations. I'm going to try to deploy that motherboard today and change things up. But there's still bits I need for the new build. I still need to make some money for the new build. So, you know, you want to support the channel, you know how to do that. But like I say, my RDR pre-records, you're going to hear the mic cut out, you're going to hear the sound go funny. There's not a lot. It is, Sam. I mean, Sam, let me just say, with your donations, guys and girls, right? I've bought a new GPU, I've bought a new motherboard. I put a list out of what I've done on you know, and I talked about it in the new video, but I've still got the graphics card to get. I'll use the OPC case. I need a cooling system for the GPU. I haven't got that. I might be able to get that with the last bit of money that I got from your donations over the last couple of months. I got 100 and something quid coming from what's left from the donations that have been spread out over the last few months. That could get me a cooling system for the graphics card I've got, because I'll need to get that before I can deploy this system. But I still need, there's still other stuff I need. I need the graphics card, I need the screens. But yeah, a new system's needed badly. I mean, because as you see in my pre-records, you know, yeah, I have Sam. Yeah, well, I'm in the process because I need the new PC anyway. But Sam, it's the motherboard. It's the motherboard that's fucked, because I tried another mic, not one good enough for streaming, but I've tried other mics in all the other, because what happened was we had lightning strikes here, and the motherboard went up, the computer got knocked out twice, and it's ever since then, about a year or so ago, I've had a problem with this PC, and it's got slowly worse. You know, and once I was in stream with it, and in fact, I think both times the thing was I carried on streaming when we had, yeah, exactly. But because I needed to upgrade anyway, Sam, because like for example, Sam, with KDC 2, right, I need new graphics card because of the modern games and everything. You know, I've gone to AM5. Not 4, so I got the new motherboard and everything. Now it's just a question of time, you know, getting some money together to get the new system. You know, I was going to need a new system anyway, guys and girls. I've had this system for about 5 or 6 years. It was getting old anyway, and I was struggling playing Kingdom Come Deliverance and streaming as well anyway. So, you know, I'm not exactly, Sam. And they're only going to get bigger in the next few years. So I need an upgrade anyway for the future. I've got to future-proof this channel in my interests, guys and girls. You know, so it's not about being greedy or being indifferent. You know, I'm at this stage where I need to upgrade. That's just a fact, because of my business that I'm in, and the size of the games and what's coming in the near future. There's no getting away from that, you know. So I've got to be realistic in what I'm buying and what I'm building for the next 5, 6, 8, 7, 8 years. And hopefully in that time my channel will grow and it'll be a lot easier to replace things as I need them. But for now, you know, I'm not a big channel, we don't have a big income, and we're relying on people's donations through chat or whatever to get what we need. Oh, Sam, I'd love a 5090. Man, I would wet my pants for a 5090, Sam. But that's about $2 for that. You know, I'm not going to make that, you know, unless someone donates it, I'm not getting a 5090, man. No, maybe a 50... No, yeah, I know. Maybe a 5070, around 900 quid, with a bit of luck, you know. I think it's a 5070 Ti, which will then do 4K, about 70 frames per second, from my research. So, but I'd love a 5090, man. But it ain't gonna happen unless I get a, you know, generous benefactor that donates like people have done in the past. It's not gonna happen, man. I'm just gonna have to save and get the best of what I can do with the money that I make or come. It gets donated, and that's just the way it goes, guys and girls. Yeah, there's no point. Yes, absolutely, Sam. There is no point doing it AMD because they're a generation behind. Future proofing, that's right. The 50 series, because of the ray tracing and everything else. I know this, Sam. I know this. I'm not even going to bother to look at the AMDs. I thought about it, but no point. If I want a future proof, I need, you know, the 50 series, and the lowest level I'm looking at is the 5070 Ti, around 799. If I could get a 5090 through someone's generosity, great. But I'm not going to hold my breath. I'm just going to do what I can and hopefully get one of those soon. But this is just a reality, folks. You know, I'm not begging. I'm not asking anyone. But if people do that, like I said, I'd never ever ask anyone to do that, any individual. But I will put it out there that this is my goal. And if people choose to donate, that's off their own back, because one, they can afford it, and two, because they want to do it. I'll never, you know, target any individual. Even though I have a friend that says he doesn't mind me asking, I've never liked doing that, and I would never target any one individual. If anyone wants to donate, privately or individually, that's up to them because they choose to. I just put the stuff out there of what I'm trying to achieve and do, you know, and it's up to other people's generosity and kindness, you know, if they want to donate via supers because they like what I do, one thing or another. That's the way it's always been. That's the way I'll always conduct my business. I'm no scum. I'm not, you know, I'm not out to steal people's money. I ask for support because I want to move forward with my channel, and if that happens, that's great, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. There's shit what I can do about it. But it's individual choice and it's free will. I'm not looking to take people's money. I'm just looking to run this business. That's what I'm trying to do, and provide you guys and girls with a service that you enjoy at a good level, which I talked about earlier. And that's the way I work, and that's the way I'll always work. You know, it's got to be free will. My free will, your free will. We work together. Build something in the right way, not the wrong way. As I've said before, it's very important to me, that, guys and girls, and anyone that's journeyed with me through Skyrim like Jack and that, they know why that's important to me, that we do things in the right way. But I'm just sharing my life with you, as I've always done. I'm always honest about things. You know, I need to upgrade, that's a fact, and hopefully one day I'll get there. And all these cutouts, I can do nothing about it because it's the fucking motherboard. I've got a new motherboard, I've got a new CPU, AMD 5. What else did I get? I can't remember what I got now. I got the chip, I've got the motherboard. Let's see what else I got. What did I get? Oh, the RAM. I've got the RAM. I need the case, the cooling system, the GPU, the screen, 4K screen. Just a basic 1440k, you know, not the oil would be lovely, but they start around 500. That's ridiculous, you know. Just one around 250, so that decent 1440 screen. But again, that's 250 quid just for that, you see, for the new graphics card that I get, you know. So it's huge amounts of money we're talking about. But anyway, there you go, guys and girls. That's what's going on right now. And if my mic cuts out, there's nothing I can do about it, because it's all motherboard related. It's fucked. I need a new system. I'll try to work on it again today and ready for tomorrow for KDC 2, but it just is what it is right now, guys and girls. That's it, you know, there's nothing I can do about it. In fact, thinking about that, it's now been nearly 2.5 hours, guys and girls, and my throat's sore. I'm tired, man, and I've got KDC tomorrow. So I will save here, I'll leave it at that, but I appreciate your support, and I appreciate all the donations I had the last few months, because, you know, they're the stepping stones to this new PC. Google Rabbi, Discord. Hey, welcome, man. Hey, welcome to the channel, Google. Nice to see you, man. And like I say, that's, you know, I'll always be up front, guys and girls. You know, I really do believe in that. I've had some good, you know, and again, I'm here. Let me just big up some of the people that have kept me here, like Jack, who got my 3060s years back when my 1070 was shit and no longer did the job. You know, I'm still here now because of other people's generosity. If you wonder why I'm not working traditionally, I used to, but we got a special needs boy with autism, and that's just a fact. Me and my partner look after him full time. I've got my own health issues now. I'm 57, and that happened through Skyrim and before even I did the Skyrim. Well, Sam, what I will do is once I've got the graphics card, the update, I can sell bits, components, and make a bit back to, as always. But yeah, you know, so, you know, I'm here for certain reasons, guys and girls. I do this now because this is what's open to me and available to me right now, and I'd like to make a business of this, and hopefully one day it will grow. And as I said, if it ever does grow, Sam, Jack, I'm talking to all you guys and girls that have been with me. I'll be over to America and we'll all meet up. And like I say, what goes around comes around. Like I say, I've met a few very good people along the way, and a lot of nice people too. They've kept me going, and I'm grateful for that, believe me. But again, with this, as you all know, technology is always fucking changing. Games are getting bigger and bigger, and the reality is, I'm at that stage again where I have to upgrade. And you know, like I say, I'm trying to do it the best way possible by working hard on this channel and other little resources that I have open to me as well. Passive incomes, doing the best I can. Because again, like I say, I'm not in a position. I used to earn a very good wage, guys and girls. This is Dawnstar, by the way, and I have modded Dawnstar very lightly, but it spreads around the area. Again, I've explained what TPRC is. I used to have a very good, well-paid job. I never used to struggle for money, you know. So it is sometimes a bit hard because I came from poor, I made some money, and then life changed on me, and we had our son and everything, and the savings went. I had savings, they went after a while, and I ended up where I am, and we are where we are. And that's life, you know, and that's just life. That's the way it goes, up and down. Life can turn on a sixpence for us. Like one day I could wake up here and I could have 10,000 people watching, and my life could change again overnight. You never know. You never know. You never know what's going to happen. But I will show you Dawnstar next when I come back, because we've got Lizard Point just over there. And I can show you more of the EMB Setting Suns preset, which is my own EMB, along with TPRC and Skyrim X and Mathy's 3D Trees and all these wonderful mods that we are using for this new mod list that you can run with TPRC, so you can see what you can do with TPRC, because it's a huge mod and it is complicated to mod, but it is very easily modded if you stick to some simple rules and use mods that are compatible with it. But we'll do more very, very soon, so guys and girls, alright? I'll see you soon. I'm going to go because I'm knackered. My throat's really sore now. But I will be back tomorrow for KDC2. So Sam, look after yourself, man. Thanks for all the support that you've given me, Sam. The donations over the recent months and that. And being part of the streams and the likes and all the things that you do as well. I appreciate it, man. I saw a meme that was really funny. Hold on, Sam. I'm just going to read these comments. Let's just see ourselves out here. I know it says Hunter Call of the Wild. Ignore that, guys and girls. Let's just turn that off. Let's just I'll just see the comments out here. I was once young and broke, but after many years of yeah, exactly, man. Great comment, man. If I was doing more, I would have pinned that for you, man. Hey, for everyone that's joined today, everyone that's been part of the stream, let me just roll over and look at Sam. There's someone else right in between all Sam's comments. Sam, big up Sam. Big up, I can't remember the guy's name who just joined. I can't remember your name. I'm so sorry, man. If you're still listening, forgive me. To Sam, Yonder, Jack, TK, Steve, who else? There's someone else. Jade was here. Steve, to everyone that's been part of the stream today. Some of the comments are gone, they do emote stream. To all of you that have been here, all of you that smashed the like button, all of you that support me, I appreciate you guys and girls, and like I say, I mean, we'll get there, guys and girls. I will be back tomorrow with KDC2. If I cut in and out, just let me know, because I know if I unplug the mic and plug it back in, it should reassert itself. But until then, you all take care. I'm Nesbit. This is the people of Skyrim, and this is Skyrim, and you're the people of Skyrim. I'm Nesbit. Take care, guys and girls. I fuck that up. I haven't said it for ages. It was one of my catchphrases. You're the people of Skyrim. Yeah, that's one of my catchphrases. I fuck that up. I'd always end the stream with that. Raz, take care, Raz.
Good gaming.
Good gaming, thank you. Good gaming, thank you, love. My missus just reminded me. I always say, I'm Nesbit, you're the people of Skyrim. Good gaming. That's how I'd normally sign off. It's been so long, I've fucking forgotten. And another catchphrase was, there are many roads to Sovngarde because of TPRC, because it's not linear gameplay. But anyway, I'm waffling, guys and girls. That don't really matter. Thanks for being with me, Raz. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate your support. Sam, everyone, as I said. Yeah, take care, Sam. Good gaming, man. Look after yourself. Enjoy yourself. I'll see you soon, maybe, alright? See ya, guys and girls. Ta-da. Mwah. Big yap. Big yap. See ya. Where are we going? We're going to end the stream. That's it. I remember. I'm getting old. I'm fucked. Oh, dear me.